You already know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. You know the motto, if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with ye.
You already know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. And you know the motto, if you ain't part of the solution, you part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with. Yeah, we ain't always gonna see eye to eye, but as long as we all come together, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, we're gonna be all right. Now today, some of you may unfollow me. Some of you may pass me along to your friend and say follow him. I might gain news. I don't know. I'm not. This isn't right. Everybody's asking me, do I support ICE and no King's Day? What's my opinion? What's my views? Before I get into that, right, let me explain to you just overall why I have the perspective I have and why you people have fallen in love with the Mac and when I'm telling you about how I break these things down, right? I have a unique perspective, right? I have the perspective now of an American citizen, right? But I also have the perspective of someone who doesn't value it, who didn't understand it. That's what led me to being in prison. You see what I'm saying? And in prison, they showed me just how much freedom I had. Okay. That goes from group homes, mental institutions, whatever you want to say, drug rehabs, all that shit. When I wasn't able to control and be able to properly use my American citizenship, there was things placed in my way, and I was placed in places where I no longer had a decision. So I value my American citizenship a lot more than a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? And I understand that life isn't fair. Because if life was fair, guess what? They would have fat people roller coasters. Yeah. Think about it, right? The candy that we eat would be fat free and help us lose weight if life was fair. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's be real as human beings for a second. Life isn't fair. And yes, the tables are sometimes shifted against us, but let's look at the adverse. We are our own worst enemy. You see what I'm saying? As people, we forget that, being an American citizen means a lot more than it means being any other citizen. See, in other countries, people are beheaded for talking against their government. In other countries, women are not allowed to have a voice. Women are not allowed to walk around. You see what's going on around the world? Like, bombs just dropping out of the sky in the schools. I don't want to listen, right? I'm not saying we're perfect as a nation and as a country. You see what I'm saying? Nothing is perfect. Nothing is fair. If it was, again, there'd be so many different things. You see what I'm saying? And I want you people to understand that you have a choice, though. So when someone asks me, "Hey, do you support ICE and do you support No King's Day? Or you part of it?" Homie, I have no authority not to support my government. I'm an American citizen. When I've been injured, I've called 911 to come get me off the floor because I was in a car accident. That's all the part our government pays for that. I went through schooling. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These police, these. I don't get what you people don't understand. I think you're caught up in when you're around people from other countries. They say, "Oh, in my country, we don't have to do it." In my country, so why are they over here? Why is anybody from any other? If America's so horrible, right? Why is everybody fighting to go back to where they're from? Why do we have to even have an agency like ICE to go out there and round up people in our country that's not from here that they don't want to be in their country? Why? I wonder why. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share, man. This is what we're talking. We're correcting the narrative. We're not pushing no narrative. Okay, we don't live like that no more. This is my view. I don't push it off on nobody. I just don't see that if America's such this horrible place and we're doing all this shit, and you see this happening to people, if ICE is doing this to people and whatever's happening in the rest of the world, why wouldn't you just say, "Oh, hell no, I don't want to be here. I'm going back"? Why do we have to fight for you to go back? If America's the worst place to be and your country is so much better than us, why do we have to fight you to go back? Why is it even... See, this is what I'm saying. People say they don't support ICE. Well, then don't pay your taxes. You see what I'm saying? And see what happens. Matter of fact, even better, go to Russia, go to China, right? And have your little visa for whoever it is. And when it expires, tell them, "You know what? I'm not going back. I made a decision to stay in your country." I bet that won't work out for you. When Americans go on vacation, Americans go over there to play sports. What was that girl's name that got caught with the reefer? How much time was he? How much time she had to do? What was going on with that? Like, come on, man. If these other places are so much better, then you know what? There is no penalty to say you want to leave America. Stop effing it up for everybody else. You see what I'm saying? No disrespect. Yes, you have a right to protest. You have a right to freedom of speech. I am a firm believer in that, and I don't believe in oppression. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, what are we doing? You see what I'm saying? What are we doing? Like, what are we really doing? We're showing these other people that we don't stand behind our government, but we want them to protect us at war. So we should just say, the government should just say, you know what? They don't stand with ICE. Let them, let them, What? We don't need. You guys wanted the army to protect us, right? You want the police to protect us, the paramedics to come get you. You see what I'm saying? The people to put the people in jail and hold them people there that hurt your family, right? But you don't. Now you know what? I don't support ICE. Yeah, maybe they're not doing. Maybe there's some people that are taking their job above and beyond. That happens everywhere. Yes, it happens everywhere. Maybe things people are not, doing their job right. But when you go to McDonald's, sometimes the burgers ain't made right, the fries ain't put in there, the cashier rings it up wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't take away from everybody going to McDonald's. So ICE is here for a reason. Do you understand? And this is why my perspective comes in differently. Anybody who ever been in jail, put it in the comment section. If you ever ran across somebody with one of them nasty charges, right? Right? What are they? Right? And then what happens to them? I'm not even going to say that. I want my viewers. I have a lot of people who've probably been through the system and understand this. Yeah, there's a lot of crimes that are committed. Who you think are all the kingpins that are bringing these drugs into our communities? Fentanyl just that's killing our family, that's killing our sisters, that's putting our people in jail. They're not Americans. The plug don't speak no English, right? Right? So again, all these people come from outside. They bring their drugs from America, right? They don't do that shit in their own place. They come take the American money, go back there and live like kings where they from. And like Pablo Escobar fed his whole country off of American drug money. Like, let's be for real. So you guys have to really sit down and say, you know what? Maybe you don't like what's going on. Maybe you don't like the way these people are doing things. I understand that. But at the same time, I don't think that we should be getting up here, right, and interrupting the lives of the American people who want to be here. When you guys march and you put these signs out and protest, the police have to come out. They have to organize shit, make sure nothing happens. The roadways are congested. People are trying to go. What happens if these ambulances have to get through that main area where everyone's walking to save someone's life? Those police have to be up there to chaperone grown people because they feel like, you know what, when I don't like something, I'm just going to get together, holler and scream and raise signs and, you know what I'm saying, stop everyday life. Who do you people think you are? Yeah, I don't like that because you know what? What happens if that police officer that's there doing that could have stopped a kid from being sex trafficked, huh? Oh, we don't think about that. All we think about in the moment of heat is us, ourselves. But we are our people. We don't, like, come on, man. Yo, y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and share. So don't ask me if I support ICE, if I support no kid. I don't listen. That to me, I'm an American citizen, and I know that I'm a part of the best country in the world. Good, bad, and in between. You see what I'm saying? I have been on the wrong side of justice. Right now, I'm fighting for the wrong side of justice. Yo, shouts out to Backdropper TV and Capital Rise Enterprise, man. We came together, and although I can't be there, we got some big things going on in the community for Howard Davis, a.k.a. Mousy. On April 3rd in Wyandanch. Check my page on social media. I'll put it on YouTube in the community. You know what I'm saying? We need people to turn out, sign the petition. Again, we're doing it the right way. He got some health problems going on. We're not, you know what I'm saying, just because a man did something bad don't mean he should be denied his due process and resources to help, you know what I'm saying, so he doesn't pass away and die in there. You see what I'm saying? He has real life concerning issues right now. So I need everybody in my community to make sure you go in the post, go on my Facebook, and whatever you see, share that. You see what I'm saying? If you need hit me in the background, I'll send you a personalized copy you can print out and the address where to send it. We're just getting everybody just to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Can he get some medical attention and look into his situation? Because this is a man who has 132 years to life and no one was killed. You see what I'm saying? This is a man's case that evidence was used from a wrong. There's so much going on that you guys don't understand. So you know what? You see what I'm saying? I understand about injustice. It's been personally done to me. I had my ass whooped by police in prison for standing up for what I believe in, not putting my hands in my ass and putting them in my mouth. Like, you see them saying, like, come on, bro. You see them saying, come on, ladies, come on, men, come on, American people. If you don't want to be here, go. No hard feelings. You have that option. But while we're here, let's not take our views and then push them off so they hinge on everyday life. These police have jobs. They don't need to be out here monitoring grown people so they don't fight over whose point of view is right. There's people out there taking kids right now. There's women getting the nasty thing done to them without permission. There's people getting unalived. There's people overdosing. Those police are needed there. You see what I'm saying? This is what the taxpayer dollars go to. This is what our federal government funds. So if you don't like what's going on, or you don't agree with one of them doing what they did, there's a process. You see what I'm saying? Getting out there and interrupting everybody's life and stopping traffic with your marches, where people and using up resources, police resources that can be used in better places. That's un-American. It's selfish. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Write your senator. You see what I'm saying? You see your police doing something wrong, send it to the news. Yes, we don't live in a perfect society. You see what I'm saying? I told you, if it was fair, if everything was fair, they have fat people roller coasters, and McDonald's food would make you skinnier. Yeah, but y'all know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. And you know the motto. If you are not a part of the solution, you are part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with. Yeah, we ain't always going to see eye to eye, like I know today. But as long as you all come together, put it in the comment section, like, subscribe, and share, we going to be all right. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned and make sure you check out the flyer and the thumbnail of this. They have all the information on this video. We're going to make it happen. You feel what I'm saying?
I done ran the streets, been a